Good morning, traders. Um, Today is Friday, time 8:12 in the morning. This morning I'm doing some trading on DOCU. Obviously, they had a really bad earnings last night, and stock tanked as low as 43. This morning is showing some signs of coming back a little bit. So I took some position around 46.20 long. I can't get too aggressive, so so far I did a couple of trades. So far it's working. I think what I'm gonna do is try to sell some at 48 and to see if I could let the rest run. Let's see, maybe if it goes above 48, maybe it could get to 49 area, and that'll be a nice exit. The other stock I'm looking at is Zoom Media. There's no shorts, so I'm gonna see whether it could come down to 89 area. Then hopefully, we could have some move back to 92, maybe 94, 95. Those stocks have a tendency to try to go for the round number 100. So for now, until it sells off. This morning, I want to just briefly talk about as I'm trading. I see a lot of people trading penny stocks and trying to make some money. I could see why that's happening, because maybe some of you don't have that much funds, playing with small amounts, a few thousand. So makes it easier to trade penny stocks. But I have to tell you, penny stocks are very difficult stocks to trade, because they have such a small float. They can be easily manipulated, and normal mid cap and large stocks, chart patterns don't stick 100%. In penny stocks, they don't stick at all, and these things move so fast. Only experienced traders should handle penny stocks. Even then, they're very cautious. They do very minor shares. So I really have to caution you guys. Dabbling in penny stocks. I think if you want to try to make some money, just go to casino. You have a better chance of making money. I elaborate a little bit why I'm saying that. Let me do some trading as it's trying to go pre-market highs. Let's see, 47. I know some people like to scale for 15 cents, 40 cents. I'm gonna try to get $1, $2, because range on this stock today is gonna be pretty large at $5-6 range. So I'm gonna try to capture maybe $2 if I can. So again, we don't want to turn this positive into a negative. So always be prepared to exit, take stop losses. Right now it's working. So 46.80. The sellers are coming in a little bit. I'm more inclined to adding as opposed to selling. So This particular stock has about 5 million shares short, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, he has about 5 million shares short. So whether those shorts are gonna stay shorted or they're gonna cover, we don't know. So let's see. So far, the chart's telling me that he has a chance to go higher, maybe 48. And this is technology stock. Maybe some of the funds might think that this is a good bargain to get into. So maybe that's what's happening. So they're buying this morning lows. Again, I don't know where it's gonna go. Throughout the day. That's the beauty of recording it live, because as it happens, you get to see what's in my mind, what's in traders' mind. We don't care what's gonna happen tomorrow. Today, where it's gonna go, and we want to be on the right side. Trying to generate profit. Okay, right back. So far, it's working. Looks like it's gonna take out my 800 shares to sell. I'm at $48, just under. So let's see if it crosses there. I guess that's a level where it has to be sold for now, pre-market. So I'll be watching close. If it gets close to it, maybe 47.50. Maybe I'll take some profit if it gets there again. So back to penny stocks. Most of the money on those penny stocks are made. You can make money on long side, but you have to be very quick, and you need a lot of years of experience. I trade once there's a good news and there's a high volume, 10 million shares, 20 million shares. I dabble a little bit, but most of the money is made on the short side. A lot of times, penny stocks, the shorts are not available, so it's a very dangerous game. It's like going to a football field. There's 100 mines, you know, on the field, and you step on one, you get blown out. So you have to be extremely careful. So my recommendation is, if you're inexperienced trader, stay away from the penny stocks. Best way to learn is to learn to trade the mid cap stocks, where it's more predictable and it's a real company. Penny stocks generally, over time, if you look at all the chart patterns, they reverse split and they go down to zero, and they become worthless. I know, I get that. You could trade, you're trading, but trading is a difficult game, because you're going against the traders that has 10, 20 years of experience, and plus you're playing the stocks, penny stock, that is very, very difficult to trade. So if you have a small amount to start, don't do it. Wait until you build up enough money to trade, learn to trade properly. How much do you need? My recommendation is $30,000, because average broker, to get stay above PDT, you need $25,000, and that extra $5,000 is your cushion. If you lose that five, then you pause your trading. So yeah, it's, some of the brokers, they have shorts, but some of those brokers are offshore. Usually, your money is not protected. What does that mean? Um, some of the companies in like Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers, and the likes, they utilize PD2 rule. They're governed, by the regulatory system in U.S., right? So your money is insured by SIPC, just like the banks are insured by FDIC. So, if something happens to your money, is stolen, and you're protected. However, some of those offshore companies, let's say you put in $5,000 because they give you 10 times leverage and you could do shorting, etc. Technically, they could just take your money and shut it down, and you have no recourse. So you gotta really watch where you're putting your money to. So I know there are a lot of traders that they put in a few $1,000s and take that chance, but my recommendation is be careful where you're putting your money in. Last time this thing came around here, it pulled back, but let's give it some time. Still, the chart is kind of pointing up, and the MAC is showing up, so maybe it'll. Let's see, what do I have it at? 47.89. Not in a hurry to sell. Still it's early. It's 8:25. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna put on pause. I'll get back to you in a bit. Looking good. Looks like my first sale of 800 shares. That's right there. I think it might get triggered very shortly. I'm scaling out. That's the name of the game. You don't wanna. I don't know what it's gonna do. You could, again, this had a bad earnings, or the street didn't like it, so it might go down in a heartbeat. So you have to take some profit when you have some. Yep. The spread is like 20 cents on this one, so next time it gets to close to 47.70s, I might take it and bring the other one above, just so that I can lock in some profit. We'll see. What was it? There was a stock yesterday. They went up a lot, right? Some small stock, CTRX or whatever, went up around 180%. Went from $5 to $14. Look at the chart. It had a huge. It went up briefly, then it came down so hard. Everybody got trapped, and I know some people made money, but most of people lost money on that one, and that thing will continue to go down. I'm gonna try to find the stock. That's why it's a dangerous game, that penny stock. So I don't know if 47.80 was the top for the pre-market, so I might have to take a little bit of profit while I have some. Okay, I saw a little bit. I got 950 shares left. I don't know where the 50 shares come from, but anyway. I know a lot of people like to, join the chat room and buying those, trading system. They're selling charting system, etc. Yeah, those things are okay to learn about, but save your money, guys. Everything's available in the YouTube for free, and you could study as much as you want. It's not gonna really gonna help you in making money. What you need to do is you need to find a mentor, somebody who's been trading and profitably for many years, and you gotta sit down one on one and watch that person's trading and trade right next to him side by side. They call it tandem trading. I'm not talking about mentorship where some guy just tells you, hey, you gotta be positive, you gotta do this and that, and you could be successful over the after you have few years of experience. No, you don't need that talk. What you need is you need to observe and watch the actual trade, just like I'm showing you right now, so that you could see all the emotions that go into trading a stock, because this is real money. You know, just for this purpose, I'm using, I started a week ago. I'm starting with, $30,000, so that you could see what kind of profit can be made using, small account. You know, they give you four times leverage. So you could buy 1,000 shares of something, 500 shares of something, and make some money. Leverage is a very dangerous thing to use if you don't have any experience. But leverage can be good. It's a free money intraday, no interest, and if you could utilize the leverage to make extra money. So what does it take for one to become profitable? Typical learning curve, I would say, is about between 2 to 5 years. There's no shortcut. You have to really go through the experience of trial and tribulations. I know many people, they blow up the account twice, 3 times before before they finally get it. Now, does everyone has to go through that process? Unfortunately, yes. Unless there's a shortcut to profitability. Unless you find a mentor whom you could emulate, whom you can learn from. If you're lucky enough to live in one of those metropolitan areas, New York City, Chicago, LA, there are trading offices, day trading offices. They call it prop firm. You could go visit and see what their process is. Of course, they're gonna try to get you in, get you to be licensed and etc. That's all good. But if you don't have a mentor that you could find and you could stick to and learn to watch the trade, successful trades, it's gonna take a while before you can actually be able to generate profits. So, trading game is a tough nut to crack. You know, you see on YouTube that people making $20,000 on a penny stock in 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Listen, out of 100 people, 100 traders, yeah, one or two will make it. But particular that particular setup is very, very dangerous. It's a extremely high risk trade. I would not recommend doing things like that. Money can be made. For instance, if you were to trade with me side by side this morning, let's say you buy 500 shares, you could make money because we're not trading, scalping out every 15, 20 seconds. We're putting a position and we're waiting 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. So you have a plenty of time to watch the trade develop, and you have a plan of entry and plan of exit. Profit can be made. So it can be done, but key here is to find a mentor that you could trade with. I'll discuss more in detail a little bit later. I think right now, let's see on a 1 minute chart what it looks like. Yeah, look at that, 47.70. Is they're having hard time. So I think what needs to be done so far, maybe sold. Um, so let's see what it does. Does it hold the 47 and go back to 47 70s? Let's see what happens. Now, before the market opens, which is about a good 1 hour to go, if this thing pushes through the morning highs or stays there, my inclination is to stay long, keep some position and stay long, because right at the open, you might go a little bit higher back to 49 area or 50. But if it if it breaks down before the market opens, then I'm inclined to go short, maybe back to 46 area, and let it stabilize and reverse the position. Let's see if I could find that stock. No, is that it? Or is it CRTX? No, that wasn't it. Okay, I don't know. Where are we? Yeah, as I thought, they're selling it off. So, oops, cancel. What the hell? I'm trying to get rid of the rest. Um, oh, forgot to put this on the pre-market mode. Yeah, they're selling it. So I got rid of everything but the odd shares. So, I mean, obviously, I had a chance to have more, right, when it was at 47.50, but it didn't. So when I saw it was getting close to 47, and I kind of felt it was gonna break, that's why I got rid of it. So I kept some profit. Uh, let's see. Now we have to wait and see what kind of setup it's gonna do. I'm thinking that um, around 46 area, maybe I could try to re-enter. So let's see. We'll get back to you. Now, I know I just bought at close to 92 Zoom Media. I know this is a crazy stock, but I'm not, you know, want to say how richly valued the stock is. I'm just going by the stock chart movement. So my what I'm looking at is as long as this thing stays in this high zone area, 91 to 92 before the market open, there's a high probability that this thing could rocket at the open upside. So we could see 95, 96, eventually maybe 100, because they like the round numbers. They might gravitate towards 100. So my plan of attack on this thing is as long as it stays above 90, I'm tend to take a long position and to see if I could take advantage of their rocket ship. Now, if it doesn't, then I'll be exiting my position and see where it comes down. Next level, if it decides to come down, will be around 88. And if it stabilizes there, then it's gonna have some movement on the upside. So either way, that's my game plan. Docu is sort of done. I don't know why I have that 50 shares. So the Docu has to be shorted, but I'm gonna focus on Zoom Media because this thing might give me a more predictable profit today. So that's a game plan, guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, 10 minutes before the market open. I have some position at 92,000 shares of ZM. That's my target this morning. If it stays at this high of the pre-market range, right at the open, my anticipation is it will go higher, 95, and gradually towards $100 level. Stock gapped up 9-10 points. So I know, crazy as it sounds, there's no reason why it's not gonna try to hit $100 today. So that's my plan of attack. Again, we're not talking about how rich the company is, how richly valued. We're talking about the trend for this morning's stock price. So that's how we make the money. Many traders, especially when they're new, they're gonna wait for the pullback. This thing is way too expensive at this price, so they're gonna miss out the run. So all the stocks are, don't be biased, don't have a bias on the stock price. All the stocks are expensive. Some people, some stocks could be $2 and it's expensive. Amazon, $2,000, it's expensive hell. But some people say that it's cheap because it's gonna go to 3,000. So, stop all of that. Look at the chart, look at the price movement, what it's doing. That's why I took that position. What's happening now is they're just gobbling it up. They're not waiting because they kind of have a feeling maybe it might not pull back. It might go straight up. So that's what's happening. So let's see. I know it's uncomfortable buying stock that's up $11, but if the stock is gonna go another 7-8 points from here, it's not a good deal. Yeah, that's the game. That's the name of the game. So the setup this morning looking pretty good. So I'm not gonna go aggressive 1,000 shares. That I'm comfortable with that. I might add another 500 right at the open. I'm not sure, but let's see how it develops. Be right back. As I anticipated, there's ZM is at the pre-market high. This is indication that there's buyers just coming in, and if there are shorts involved, their shorts are covering. And right at the open, 3 minutes ago, I think it's gonna be a rocket in motion. So I know, crazy as it sounds, up $12, you could go right at the open 2 3 points to 95, 96, and run towards $100 level. So let's see if it does the rocket move. I might add 500 shares more at the market. So that's the game plan. If it does the reversal, getting out just as fast. This is the real training that you're getting, that you're not going to get anything else. Review it, you know, watch the psychology of trading. I tell you, there's gonna be many traders sitting on the sidelines, and they should have bought 90s. They should have bought 85s yesterday. If you didn't, you're gonna miss the boat. Are they gonna buy at 94 when the stock is up now $13, $14? I don't know, but smart trader will make it work. 1 minute to before it opens. 250,000 shares traded. So good thing about this, I'm using TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. Buy market, sell market. Everything's all set. It's a quick trade. All you have to know is press the button. If it does run up right at the open, I'm not in a hurry to sell. Let's see. Yep, it's a rocket. I added another 500 shares at the market, 95. Yep, it's a rocket. I'm gonna sell. I have order out there, sell 97. Look at that P&L, moving fast. Sold 500 shares. Sold another 1,500. Probably profit taking a little bit coming. Didn't maximize on the sale. I was up $4,000. Looks like profit is coming in. It was a fast mover. You have to be fast. It's still holding pretty strong pattern, so let's see. Bottom at 90, almost 94. Let's see what it does. Looks like it's looks like it wants to go higher. Yeah, it's heading higher. So he tried to pull back, but he held it. So now it's going higher. So I had to chase it. Yep, it's taking out the high of this morning, 96. Now it's heading towards 98, 99. So I see 100. My guess is $100 sometime towards this morning. I'm waiting to see maybe. Sometimes you gotta be patient. It's only 5 minutes into the open, so let's see if this thing takes off to 98. So sold half. Yeah, just gotta have a feeling that he wants to test that 98, 99. So let's see. As long as he's holding this high, it's got a chance to shoot for a new high. Right now, 1.6 million shares traded. It's quite a lot. 5 minutes into the open. Yeah, I just bought it back. 1,000 shares. It's going to 98 for sure now. Yeah. Anyway, it was my P&L was showing 3,000 there before, but it didn't. I was expecting a little bit higher, but it's what are you gonna do? Let's see what it does. If that's the high, then it's gonna now retreat because it's double top, right? So it's probably gonna retreat to 92 area, or is it gonna go all the way down? I'm not sure. It's not done yet. This thing wants to go. I'm sorry. We have to buy it. This thing is heading. This thing is running. It's going towards 100 for sure. Yeah, I had to buy it back higher, 97.45, but it's. All right. It's not easy trading at this level when the stock is up huge, right? Anyway, now at this rate, the risk reward ratio is not that great, right? Just bought some at 98.28. I'm loading my size to 500 shares. Yeah, lost that on the last trade. Looks like that was a top. People are not waiting until 100. Um, I think that was it. Okay. Probably I'll be comfortable now at much lower, around 94 area. So bought some LJPC around 1137. Let's see if it goes back to 12. Maybe I'll take some profit. Doing minor shares, 2,000 shares. See, I have 1,000 shares out there, $12. Let's see. Let's see if we get it. If not, have to take a quick sell. You know, you don't want to be greedy. Just you gotta take your profit along the way, because you know these things could turn on a dime. Right now, chart is looking straight up around that area. Took 500 out. Stocks like this, we make $1,000. You know, one should be happy, right? Because it's
Get the edge in the hot investing trend, ETFs. Build your best portfolio and profit from the $3 trillion ETF market. Bob Pisani gives you the ETF edge. Only on etfedge.cnbc.com. 1 Eastern. Best week of the year for the Dow and the S&P
if
after
it doesn't come,
gains.
you gotta get rid of it.
We're going to get stock trading with Jim after a very short break.
Let's see if we try to go up. As it goes up a little bit, I'll sell. If not, so ZM is down to 94, so there was a good out. All right. So I got rid of it because, you know, you know, anytime stock's going against you, you know, don't hold on to it. Get rid of it. I would have, you know, liked to see it touch the $12, and you know, there would have been decent profit. But show you what ZM looks like now. Look at that. So you know, there was a good sale here. It's in no man's land, right in the middle. High of 98, 89, and the low of this pre-market low. I'm saying 90, so it's right in the midpoint zone. So not gonna do anything with it. Still strong stock for the day. Okay, so it's almost 10:40. I'm almost done for the morning. So I'm just trying to find the exit on this ZM. I have 1,500 shares at 96.10. Looking for some sort of blow off to the top. Then I'll exit my position. Is he gonna give it to me? May have to give it a little time to. It's gotta get across 97. Then next level is 98. So I'm not losing. So I'm gonna hold on to as long as I can. Maybe next half an hour. Maybe we'll see 98s. Let's see. One thing for sure, we're not gonna turn this into a loser. So right now, bias is to the long side, but we'll see. Market is helping. Market is up at the high, 278. Dow is 120. So let's see what it does. Does it have a power to move through 97 to get to? If it does, I think it's gonna be a quick move to upside. Let's see. It looks like it's gonna blow off to the top. Let's see. No, we don't want that. Didn't like that move. I'm gonna scale out.
First of all, delivering general merchandise into the home without any packaging, that's another pain point for customers. Customers being able to actually leave products on their kitchen table to be returned. So when we come in, deliver groceries, and then leave with a product. Those are two examples, but lots more things that we can do, even outside of commerce in general. That when you start thinking about health and wellness and things like that. All right, Ford, I'll take it. Thanks very much. Ford, who's been doing such great work on Walmart all week long. As we said earlier, Revolve opens at the NYSE this morning. Nice 40% gain at the open, along with Beyond Meat after their first public earnings last night. There's a look at RVLV. This is they call themselves a next generation fashion retailer, specifically for millennial consumers. Actually been around for quite a while. Founded in 2003 in Los Angeles. And we're going to talk to the co-founders, I think, later on this morning. Interesting story, though. Kramer would love this one.
All right, so didn't max out on the trade, but sometimes that's how it goes. Okay, guys and girls, I hope you had a good trading day this morning. All right, we're hopefully I'll be able to upload it, and you'll be able to see it, and I'll talk to you Monday, and have a nice weekend. Ciao.